In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to take your image files and convert them to SVG and then import them into Fusion 360 for cutting on the Langmuir System CNC plasma cutter. So the first thing I've done is I've started a sketch on the top view in Fusion 360, and I made a rectangle that's 23 by 23. I just go with that because it is about the maximum cutting size for my CNC plasma table. So the next thing I do is I find an image file, whether someone sends me their logo or an image they want cut, or I found it on the internet or whatever, and I go to this website, image.online-convert-convert-to-SVG. So you could see that up here. If you want to use this site, it's free. So you choose your files, and on the desktop here I've got a horse that I'm going to convert. So once it uploads, start your conversion and download the resulting file. So horse 1 is my SVG. So I'm going to go back into Fusion 360, click on Insert, and Insert SVG. So you need to click on the file type. This isn't real intuitive for Fusion 360, but you need to click on the little file icon, and it should come up in your downloads, horse 1. So that's the image I'm using. So this horse is going to import. If you get an image that's really small or it's really kind of unclear, your SVG conversion isn't going to turn out very good. So in that case, you might have to do a little bit more work when you get here to Fusion 360. Just for this tutorial though, I'm going to import this, and I'm showing you now how to scale. So these two arrows along this little curved line is what allows you to change the size. So once you get it the size that you want, you can hit OK, and you've now imported that image. So like I mentioned, I've got a lot of problems with this image. I'm probably not going to go back and try and fix this. I'm probably going to look for a new image. But just for the sake of this tutorial, showing you how to do this, I'm going to do one more thing because someone else has asked me. If you have something and you want to scale it once it's already in your sketch, I always select it all, and if you notice it was highlighted in green, I highlight it and click unfix, and sometimes that works the first time, sometimes it doesn't. So you just want to unfix this sketch, and that's if you're going to try and change anything, that's going to make it easier for you. So now I have all blue outlines, and I'm going to take this sketch, highlight it again, and I have a shortcut for sketch scale. So another thing you can do on here where the icon is you can hit dot dot dot, and you can do this option here, change keyboard shortcut. So I've changed my keyboard shortcut to Shift S, so it's really easy to find. So I will go here, click on scale, and I have a point selected. Usually it'll have you select a point like somewhere outside of your image. So it's easy. If I want to make this picture bigger now, I just drag this. But if I want to make it smaller, this is something I couldn't figure out for the longest time. Instead of doing a negative number, I need to do a decimal, so less than 1. So half size would be 0.5. So that's how you can scale your sketch. And then of course, before you go into manufacture, you want to get rid of this box. Otherwise, when you program your machine to make a cut, it's going to try and cut out that box. So as I mentioned, this is not probably a very ideal file. This looks terrible. I can't fix that. So I'll show you what I started with. So this is the file that I started with. And I really thought that this might come in a little bit better. I knew the main was going to be a problem. But like I said, the resolution of your image or the size of your image is going to make a difference. But anyways, that's how you convert a photo file to SVG and import it to Fusion 360.